Hello folks, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to BitTopics. Today we're going to look at the markets. I also opened a trade just right now, so we're going to talk about it as well in today's video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I would like to start, as always, with coin market cap. This is where we just come and look at the prices. So if we switch to this right here, let me actually magnify. We have Ethereum. We have Bitcoin at $67,900. We have Ethereum at $2,000 flat, $2,002 right now. We have XRP at 148. We have BNB at 620. Then we have Solana at $84. If we scroll down more, we have Hyperliquid at $30 more or less. So that being said, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. If we look right now, we are at 10. We have been this past week going between 5 and 9, 5, 8, 7, and now we are back at 10. We're back at double digits, making this circle again finally good looking, because it was really bothering me to see the icon this pill shaped instead of the circle, but that's just me. That being said, we're still in extreme fear, but looking at the charts, it doesn't feel like we are out of the trenches. But I do believe that in maybe 2 weeks, maybe even more, this will be the bottom. We lost all this momentum. You can see huge volume right here, and we're losing volume week after week, day after day. We're losing volume. We're going down right here. Bitcoin is slowing down. You can see Bitcoin slowing down right here. We're in this sideways limbo in between the 65 and the $70,000. We're just hovering at this range. So I do believe, and let me actually pull the daily right here. On the daily, we marked the bottom on February 5th. And I do believe that now we have already given everything that we had to give. We see the Bollinger is going down quite a lot on the top, and then the bottom is trying to reconnect with the top. So that tells me that the market is slowing, because if they're trying to go together, the market's slowing, allowing the Bollingers to do that. But I believe that now in the following weeks, we are going to be still trading around this range, the 70 and the 65. And if that's the case, and we start to see some momentum upwards, then for sure, this could be the end of it, the end of this limbo. I think having some movements better than having no movement, especially if you are a holder. But if you are like me, if you're a trader, especially if you sell options, this gives you a very, very good place for you to sell, especially iron condors, because you have two vertical spreads, a put spread and a call spread. So I did not open an iron condor this week, but I did open a position. So on Ethereum, if you're familiar with these white lines, they do mean that I am selling options. So I sold right here. This one was a 0DT. This one is until Friday. You can see until February 20th by 5 a.m., which is 8 a.m. UTC when options expire, 5 a.m. my time. So I actually sold an 1800 put, but here I marked an 1850. Why? Because this is my margin. If thing goes below this, I would rather just close the position, because if it goes below the 1850, it's going to be bad. Might as well just close, roll a position just to buying a put. I think that would be better. But because I don't believe, I just marked this for my own sanity. So the 1850 is marked, but I actually sold an 1800 here on BitTopics, which I'm going to show to you in a little bit. But you can see that Ethereum looks just like Bitcoin. We went down as much as we needed to right here, all the way to 1736 on February 5th. Then we started getting stuck in this limbo, but we've been here for quite a while, and most likely we should see some movement soon, upwards or downwards. And I believe that by Friday, we are still going to be above the 1850s or the 1800s, which is where my strike is. And Solana has a different range than Bitcoin and Ethereum, because if we look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, this gave a higher high than this other place. You can see right here, this first correction was higher than the second right here. Same thing on Bitcoin. After it corrected, this right here was higher than this right there. But with Solana is the opposite. We've done a higher high right here, which is also a little bit bullish for us, because at the end of the day, if Bitcoin and Ethereum start going up, and Solana is also going to move up as all the other altcoins. So that being said, let me show you my position right here on BitTopics. If we scroll down, you can see this is the trading history, and you can see right here the 1800 put that I opened, and I collected $200. So the trade history, let me show you this one that I did in the last video, which I couldn't show you because the audio was so bad and the video was also so laggy that the editor decided to cut, because he was not going to be able to show that to you in the video. But I did open that trade. You can see from the date right here, entry date February 13th, and it closed on February 14th, and I got $32, which it might not seem much, but it is 0.31%. So it was indeed a very profitable trade for the intraday. and now I collected $200. Right now it says it is a little bit in the negative. That's because of the spread, the ask and bid spread right here, but it will be profitable if prices keep going the way they are. And I think by maybe tomorrow, this option should be in the green. So very risky for me just to sell, naked sell a put. I agree. Most likely by tonight, I'm going to go in again and see if these options lost some money. And if they did, I'm just gonna, just by protection, buy a put at a strike below, maybe a 1750, maybe a 1700. I'm just gonna buy this to create that vertical spread, because with a vertical spread, you are way more protected than by just selling naked puts or naked calls. This will be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. But anyways, let me know down in the comments if you believe that indeed the market has given everything that it had, if we reached the bottom already. Some people are still calling the 40,000s or the $50,000. The low 60s, I still see it as doable, but I don't see a $50,000. Again, for me, if you saw a couple of videos ago when I told you that I have 90% of my crypto portfolio in stablecoins, for me, $50,000 Bitcoin, $40,000 Bitcoin is a deal. It is a super deal for me to just go and buy more Bitcoin. But personally, I don't believe that we're going to see these numbers. But let me know down in the comments, what do you believe? Do you believe that we are going to be seeing way more down from here or not? So the video on Friday and the video next week, those are going to be pre-recorded because they're going to be moving. Most likely it's not going to be about trading, but it's going to be about some specific topic, maybe an evergreen topic that never gets sold. So stay tuned for these two videos. And then by the next Friday, I should be all settled in my new house. I will no longer be in this house. I have to paint it before I give it back to the owner. And then we're going to move to the new city. The truck with all our stuff is going to go first. And then we're going to go after we paint this apartment. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have an amazing week. I will see you guys on Friday, but I'll actually see you after moving to the new place on the next Friday. So until then, have a fantastic time. And last but not least, happy Chinese New Year if you celebrate this. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.